Yeah, exactly. Even Sam Jr. says no more singing from Scott.
Let's go already!
I do enjoy the screaming goats.
You.
Scream, you goats.
So apparently Borat is a thing, and there was
Very
a sequel.
nice. Borat, very
and
nice.
I didn't watch it because no thanks.
No thanks, check
And,
please.
but it's getting decent reviews, I guess.
'Cause
So
they're
Borat,
wrong.
the subsequent movie film with 8 million subtitle whatever, is a movie on Amazon Prime, I believe. And sure, does anyone? Is it?
Oh my, Sam Jr. It was not a very funny sequel.
Was it?
I struggled to get through this one.
Yeah. Did they act like they didn't know who Borat was?
So they build that into the premise of this. Scott, you saw this too, right?
I saw this too, and you have a theory on this, and I had it first too, but then I had a conversation with people that know people. The thought was, as we were watching this, that a lot of people were paid actors. They were set up. They knew what was going on. They knew it was Borat from the very start. Sad fact is that was not the case. Some of these people are really that stupid. That was actual reactions from actual people. It was fancy editing, don't get me wrong, but these people were actually that dumb.
They were paid though.
They were, and some were paid. Like, for instance, the babysitter was paid, but she was paid under the premise that she was making a documentary about a girl who was brought over from some sort of slavery situation. And then when she found out what the movie actually was, she was misled and she got mad. And then there's a crowdfunder that made her tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars. But as they were filming it, she was under the premise that this was something else. So they were all set up. They may have tried to play these pranks with multiple people in a row and finally found somebody that did fall for it. And that's the one that you got to see. But in this movie, these people are actually this stupid and reacting to situations that they think are real.
Yeah, but there was nothing like stupid about. Like there was no part where I was like, that guy tricked them into doing anything. Like, what part of the movie did you think that anybody made themselves look stupid? Like the first movie, where they're singing along with the racist songs and like he's totally got people fooled. At no point in this movie did I believe that he fooled anybody with anything.
Those people were fooled. Those people thought that it was a different situation. Everything from the clinic to the printing shop, stuff like that. It was all.
What did the guy in the printing shop do that was so like? Who cares? The guy faxed shit back and forth. He was faxing stuff
back and forth. Look,
So
I'm not saying that this was funny because I agree with you. It wasn't that funny. We already had the first Borat movie. The jokes were made there. The jokes the second time around just aren't as good as it was the first time. Now, the girl that played his daughter did an amazing job. Sacha Baron Cohen came out and said that she deserves awards for this, and I agree with him. The fact that she was able to pull this off and did what she did was impressive in itself.
She's aight.
But no, it wasn't as funny as the first one was. The jokes were made true. But these people are really that stupid, and he did actually play this off, and people didn't recognize him. And he,
what part of it being stupid? Like, I don't understand what you're saying. At what point did anyone in this movie that was not Borat look stupid?
I think we feel like they're stupid because they're falling for stupid shit that we wouldn't fall for.
What did they fall for that was stupid?
They fell for this character. The print guy thought that he was actually reading messages where you will be killed if you come back.
Never
come back
said
so
anything. All he did was,
that seems fake.
There's at no point did the guy never even said a word to him. He's just like, pay me to send faxes. And he's like, okay. And the guy's like, give me a high five. You know, Borat's like, high five. And okay, some weirdo asked for a high five.
Yeah.
I don't understand at what point you think somebody was fooled, where in the first movie, those kids were literally saying like, you know, women should be in the kitchen. They don't deserve to vote. Like, and there was nobody who was tricked in this to saying anything stupid.
Well, yeah, and you're right. There wasn't that much. He did get the gun rally. He got people there, and you know what they were doing naturally. The old man, that debutante ball. He probably asked that question to 20 people, and finally got one guy to actually give him a price for his daughter. Those people exist.
That looked like it was ADR'd. By the way, I can't believe you couldn't tell that they ADR'd that part. Come on, man, they ADR'd it. I don't care. I'm just saying, it's just not real.
It was creative editing, and I know that while I was watching it, I was thinking, I hope people aren't really this stupid. So I wanted to think that this was all set up and they were all actors. They weren't, though. People really were that stupid.
They didn't do anything stupid, so that's just the part where I'm missing something, because I just felt like the movie it reminded me of The Dictator more than it did of Borat. It's like he forgot how to do the Borat character, and he was being the dictator. You know, like he even, like, his accent was a little messed up. I thought it was amusing that he tried to break into the Trump rally dressed as Trump. That was pretty funny, carrying his daughter on his shoulders. I mean, it's funny. He didn't accomplish anything.
Nah.
And then messing with Giuliani is funny, but it didn't, like, show anything shocking. Like, I was like, he acted like it was going to end Giuliani's career. And I'm like, okay, some old man who's single wants to bang a 24-year-old chick. Like, okay.
Yeah,
so what?
And people were going nuts over that. Like, Giuliani was in this a hotel room with somebody who was underage. Giuliani wasn't supposed to know that she was underage. She was drinking scotch with somebody that he thought was of age.
She was drinking alcohol, which she provided. She was also dressed like a news reporter. Like, at no point would you think she was a 15-year-old. She has a camera crew with her. You think that means that everyone else who was there filming, putting on the microphones, all the other people in that room were also enabling a 15-year-old to drink. Like, no one would think that was a crime. Like, I don't understand where anybody thought that anything in this movie was real. It's a movie.
It is a movie, and yeah, people are stupid. I don't know. It just wasn't funny. It didn't have the same laughter that the first thing did.
Yeah.
When you're watching the first movie, you're like, oh my God, these people are idiots. They can't believe they're saying this dumb shit.
Yes.
The second movie did not have any of that magic because, like you said earlier, the jokes were already made. He was able to pull the same pranks with people. He was still able to trick people to believe that he was real as his character, but it wasn't as funny. The people weren't as incriminating as they were in the last movie. A lot of the magic was lost because the joke's been done already.
I like the part, there were some amusing parts. I just didn't think... like you said, it's kind of like it lost its magic, especially when he's walking around on the street and everybody recognizes him as Borat, and they're like, "Oh, Borat, can I get an autograph? Can I get an autograph?" Like, it was amusing.
Yeah,
I mean,
seems not.
But
good.
it played like a movie because the whole plot was a movie. It wasn't like the first one where it was filmed like a documentary. There was a plot to it, you know what I mean? Where the first one there was no plot.
Yeah, and there was this whole plot with him going back to the States with his daughter, and this father finding this love for a daughter that he thought he didn't have.
Well, and the plot about what he did to America and his bosses or whoever those guys were. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a plot to it, just like The Dictator, where I was like, okay, whatever. I just think the thing that kind of pissed me off about the movie, though, is I don't like the fact that the guy has a thing about standing up against racism, and the whole Jew part just rubbed me the wrong way.
What about Jews?
He's picking on these two elderly Jewish women.
Oh, boy.
The dude dresses, I don't know if you could bring a picture of that up, Scott. He dresses like the most ridiculous thing. I can't even describe it. He has, like, claws and a long nose and, like, fangs, and he's like, "Oh, Jew, don't kill me." Like, he's literally making fun of Jews pretty, like, hardcore. And these poor ladies, like, they're the sweetest ladies on earth.
Well, and
they didn't do anything to him.
And a lot of people got frustrated that he did come out and say that absolute respect for both of those ladies. They both knew going into this what it was. He explained to them, and there's video of him explaining to them what the gag is, what he's doing, and he said that that's the only time that he broke that rule where he would do that. Here's the image right here.
Yeah, but think about the first movie.
Yeah, in the first movie,
he's holding a bag of money and he's got puppets. Like, you don't think that's insulting to Jews? And I don't care because I think it's a joke.
It's a joke.
He's a comedian. He's allowed to make jokes.
He did it.
That's not my problem.
He did it under the premise that he was trying to bring light to people that don't think the Holocaust is real. He was trying to bring more attention to it. He's Jewish. He was trying to do something right. I don't think that message came across in the movie itself. As for those,
I think as a part of the plot, as a function of what he was trying to do in the plot, it just came off as dishonest to me.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because I know it's part of the movie, and I know it's a movie, and I know it's not real, but I'm like going like, dude, did you really have to do that? Like, was that really necessary? Because it wasn't that funny either.
It wasn't. And if he was trying to use this as like a platform to bring more awareness to, Holocaust victims and stuff like that, that message was lost as well. I'm not sure what he was trying to do with this. As for the family suing and everything else, like I said, he did tell the older ladies what that jag was. He showed them a ton of respect. For that
Are they
scene.
suing him too?
The families are trying. The family tried to sue to remove the scene from the movie because they were trying to say that she didn't know what it was all about. He turned around and he's like, actually, no, she knew exactly what was going on. And here's video proof. Here's us showing video of me telling her what the gag is, what she's there for, and everything else. As for the rest of them, the babysitter said that she felt betrayed because she thought it was something else differently. She got a ton of money on Kickstarter.
But why should she have to wait for Kickstarter? Why rip the poor lady off? You know what I mean?
Well, because they paid her
They paid her $3,500, dude.
Yeah, they paid her as a babysitter and to be in a documentary that she thought was under a different premise.
I think that's kind of bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
That was a statement from her. That's what she came out and said. Not a whole lot of other people came out and made statements on this. There was a whole statement from Giuliani that, was saying it wasn't what it appeared. You watch it, you decide what you think. If I was in that situation, I would have thought that I was about to, be lucky.
Scott was ready to get lucky.
If I was in those shoes and it's like let's go to the bedroom. Okay, let's go, shall we? Like,
be my guest.
Yeah, absolutely. Was it framed wrong? Was it framed in a way to make you? It
was funny when
else?
he said
Absolutely.
to him, although he did. I don't know if he heard it or if it was ADR'd. I could not tell if that part was ADR'd. Where he goes something about fucking his cousin, like, oh, you fuck your cousin?
Yeah,
which is true. Giuliani, I think, married his cousin.
His interview, Sacha Baron Cohen did an interview later on with Stephen Colbert, where he's like, his security guard came through, swept the room, and then stayed outside in an effort to make sure that no one else entered the room. And here's Rudy Giuliani with a girl in a room that no one else is supposed to enter. So that's scary for her. Wasn't there a film crew there too? I mean, I don't know. There's so much about this that you have to wonder and question.
Non-controversy in my mind.
We've talked about Borat more than it deserves to be talked about, so let's move on.
So let's just go to the moon.
Yes. Borat is a movie. No one should watch it.
Are we going to the moon?
We are going over the moon.
We'll go right over that moon.
With a bunch of Asian bunnies.
Yes, there are Asian bunnies. This is a Chinese movie that was released.
I don't know.
Over the moon
There's
on Netflix.
A lot of Cho and Zhang and O's and Cho and So.
Ken Jeong is in it. Sandra Oh is in it. Margaret Cho. John Cho.
Philippa So.
Read the Netflix thinger. The Rotten Tomatoes thinger.
So over the moon, the description. Let's see here. An adventurous girl builds a rocket ship to meet a mythical goddess on the moon.
That's the plot.
Okay.
It made me think of like it was very much China trying to do a Disney movie. It was a lot of singing and cute little sidekick animals. It was kind of weird because they went
that's terrifying.
Like it's kind of like pop diva-ish woman lives on the moon, and there's like a whole myth about the moon and moon cakes and this whole thing.
Moon pies?
It was all right. There was some moon pie. Yeah, moon cakes, moon pie, whatever.
Underage moon pies?
Not underage, but actually, wait, the girl is pretty young. But
yep.
Yeah, it was, and there's like a dead parent thing going on there. So it just reminded me like of they were going real hard on the Disney movies.
Asian Batman.
She was not Asian Batman. She built a spaceship, so no.
Asian Iron Man.
Apparently. But it's a cute little movie for kids. It's not like, it wasn't the best movie I've seen, but it wasn't a bad one.
I caught a little article while I was pulling pictures together on this. It sounded like they were trying to be super true to the culture with this movie.
Unlike Mulan?
I don't know about that, but
the part that I saw was they had originally written in that the parents were very loving, like contact, hugging, touching, kissing, and they pulled a lot of that out because that's not how a lot of Asian parents are, according to the writer of this movie, I think.
I don't know that I agree with that. From what I saw in the movie, like like I said, it seemed to me like it's more of a
Chinese
it's
Disney
a
movie?
Chinese copy of a Disney movie. It was very, I would say it's culturally accurate. I didn't think it was like an Americanized version of it.
Does it look
Sounds
good?
like fun
Oh,
on
it looks
the book.
really good. Yeah, it's very good. Looks very good. And, it's very bright and colorful once they get to the moon. And the setting in China is very beautiful. Their house, like where they live by this pond in this beautiful little village. Like it's a beautifully animated movie. I would recommend it. If you want to see something and you want to buy into some Chinese propaganda, yeah.
And what
The critic consensus, although many of Over the Moon's narrative ingredients will seem familiar, the film's absorbing animation offers colorful compensation.
Yeah, it's cool. It's all right.
And what platform
Yeah.
was this on?
Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah.
I won't
Tomato
watch it.
meter 78%, audience score 80%. So people seem to think it's aight.
Yeah, it's a cute little story, and the thing I don't like is it's got that whole like trying to tug at the heartstrings thing a little too hard.
I think it is possible. Jay Bird says it looks like Noob Noob spiked the drink that little girl's working on there.
Isn't that gochujang?
Oh my God.
What is that? No, that's Korean.
Those aren't
Boba tea.
Those aren't
Boba tea.
bobo beans in there, are they?
My bubble balls tea.
But is that Chinese or is that Korean?
Bobo?
Yeah, what's boba tea?
Boba tea is...
I don't want to say it's generic Asian.
I want to say Japanese.
I would say I've seen it in Korea though too, like Korean restaurants and stuff like that. Bobo tea.
I don't know. I used to get it from the coffee shop around the corner. I lived in California. That's that's all I know. I don't remember what.
Taiwan?
It's a Taiwan. Are you sure about that?
Boba culture started in
That's
the late
boba
80s.
culture. That doesn't
most likely in
necessarily mean boba
Taipei.
tea. Oh, it's a milk tea. Fine. It's Taiwan, and everybody likes it, even
Taiwanese.
Americans. So there you go.
Exactly. So let's move from boba tea to some Zeus blood.
What about some tiger blood?
Asian
Blood
Asian.
of Zeus. What the fuck is that? That looks like a novel that is.
Oh, is that not?
Right up Noob Noob's alley?
Oh, that's not. Why did I read this then?
I don't know. We don't normally review books.
That's actually, yeah, that's true. I don't read anyway. I can't.
Yeah, you barely know how to
This
read.
is
So
what we're
bl-
talking about.
Yes, Blood of Zeus, a Netflix original anime series. And it's about a commoner living in ancient Greece. Heron discovers his true heritage as the son of Zeus. Wow, big surprise.
He loves
Big
to be
spoiler.
shitted on.
And he likes to be
And his
shitted on.
purpose is to save the world from a demonic army. How original.
It was not very original.
Cheers to whatever that is.
And I don't think there's anybody really famous in it. is
Jason
there?
O'Mara
Oh,
is...
Jessica
sorta-
Henwick is.
Who the fuck is that?
She was in Iron Fist. She's part of the fisting.
Oh, yes. She
Part of the
was the Lady
fisticuffs.
Fist.
She was the Lady Fist.
Lady Fist.
First of all, they do. I guess no, they don't do a great job of explaining how Zeus likes to get his freak on.
Zeus just fucks everything.
Dude, Zeus, I looked it up, had, I'm pretty sure this is accurate, 54 children.
Zeus got down to the earth and did the nasty quite often. He did have a whole lot of demigod children. So that part's true. The rest of the story, they took a lot of royalties with.
He's kind of a rapist too. Like he pretends to be other people.
They even stated in the beginning that this is a story that was never told. So
Yeah.
they were honest right away. We're like, this story is completely not even close to like the mythology that you're used to. And
Well, there were demons. Like that was weird.
Yeah.
I've never heard of demons in Greek mythology, and I'm pretty tight on my Greek mythology.
And what he was doing was pretty rapey, where he was pretending to be her husband for quite a while before,
like years.
yeah. So I also know a lot of Greek mythology. As for like the Titans and the gods and stuff like that, a lot of this did not really line up with what Greek mythology was. So if you take it away from that into its own story, it doesn't hold up its own story either.
It reminded me of, I don't know if it's made by the same studio as Castlevania, but it reminded me of that. By the way, fact checker, would you like to tell anyone out there?
Yeah, Zeus did actually have 54 children.
Thank you very
31
much.
by divine unions, and the remainder by fucking whores.
Yep, just whoever he felt like. Just getting it on. No. Yeah. That is my least favorite drop you have. It's the most annoying.
It is pretty fucking annoying.
It's so annoying.
Dragon Ball Z.
Almost, it makes me want to say Dragon Ball Z.
Oh! I finally did it. I had Tim. Yeah,
Oh, you piece of garbage.
No!
Anyway.
Please, no! No!
I had titties.
Oh, God, no.
I had titties.
Yes, titties. So many titties, bruh. Anyway,
Very,
it's like Castlevania, right?
Yeah, very Castlevania animation. There was nothing special about this. There's nothing really to write home about.
It's not as
So
good
I
as
shouldn't watch
Castlevania.
this.
I would say it's not really worth watching.
No.
So I
Like,
should-
I don't know why it got such high ratings. It's 100% on the
From probably like one review.
critic side and 80%.
The critic consensus, let's see. Reforging Greek mythology as an epic battle royale with sleek imagery and sterling voice acting.
Fucking thing sucks.
I don't know. I just was not. It's interesting because it seems like Netflix is trying to get American anime together because Castlevania is pretty good. It's not the greatest, but it's pretty good, right?
Yeah, but
This seemed to be kind of all along those lines, yet somehow
it's
just not. The story's not good enough.
It's like this was trying to be Castlevania, but couldn't get that extra jump in. Castlevania at least comes the storyline and the animation and the graphics and the fights and everything else. Does it right. This fell short by
but Greek
a long
mythology is
stretch.
so rich. You would think that they would come up with some good stories, but they just struggled to. I don't know. Why not just tell one of the original stories that people like already know? Most people don't even know the accurate like story of Hercules, or you know what I'm saying? Like they could have done that and done the real story.
And there are so many of these great Greek stories and a lot of different versions of them too. They could have actually used one of them. I don't know why. There was really no reason here to make up a new story because it really
Because they're lazy.
It wasn't as strong as some of the Greek stories are. I mean, the actual Greek mythology is amazing stories. There's a lot of great lore in there. They made this one up and it just didn't have any meat to it.
Well, and Ron says The Clash of the Titans is the best Greek mythology movie of all time. 100% agree with that. They actually reference Clash of the Titans, which I thought was interesting.
Release the Kraken.
Release that Kraken, and I am not talking about the Sam Worthington one. I'm
Release
talking
the
about the
Kraken?
original, the OG.
You mean the Liam Neeson one?
Roy Harryhausen.
The Zeusy Neeson.
Oh no, thanks. Give me the OG one, dude. I could watch that. I know it's a little, it's a little slow because it's an older movie, but I could watch that any time of day, anywhere. It's a absolute golden classic. Just a great, amazing movie. I love it.
Okay. Well, speaking of titties, you know what isn't?
You just were so excited to get into titties.
So November for Netflix, if you haven't known, has come out with Knock Knock, which is a 2015 movie directed by Eli Roth, starring Keanu Reeves, Ana de Armas, and Lorenza Izzo.
There's only one reason why he wanted to watch
There is
this.
one reason to watch this movie, and it is Ana de Armas.
I don't think you're allowed to put that on screen, Scott, without
God
Elizabeth
damn it.
Moss
Nope,
in it.
I would not watch this movie if Elizabeth Moss was naked. Ana de Armas and Lorenza Izzo are naked in this movie, and they basically rape Keanu Reeves.
So instead of just looking the scene up, he decided to watch the whole movie.
To see how stupid it was. And it was
Directed by
very
Eli
stupid. Like,
Roth.
it's not a good movie. Keanu Reeves doesn't act well. Ana de Armas is cute and hot as always. And Eli Roth, I imagine, directed this movie just so he could try to have sex with the actresses. And apparently it worked because he married the one girl.
Yeah.
So good for him.
He's one of the producers.
And
And he wrote it.
yeah, he
I mean,
did.
who wouldn't let these poor young nubile girls into your house while they're wet and it's raining and they need a place to stay. Who would not let them into your house?
This movie is not good, but Ana de Armas is hot as fuck. So, yeah, watch it just for that.
I've always heard about this movie, and I think I actually recommended it to him, even though I never saw it.
It's ridiculous.
So would you just
straight up bananas?
Would you just recommend go to like Pornhub and looking up this scene there just to cut right to the good stuff?
It's like a fun, campy, shitty movie that you get to see Ana de Armas naked in.
It does get a little creepy,
It gets a little
disturbing.
like I wanted to be hard throughout the whole thing, but I couldn't maintain it.
I think Eli Roth's goal was to like get you titillated and then be like, yeah, I'm gonna take that away from you, and you are never gonna get hard again.
And then everyone in Hollywood's like, go on, please. You're going to be an underage child. Continue.
I'll take that challenge.
Yeah, nobody liked it apparently because tomato meter 36%, audience score 20%. That's what I don't understand. So audience score, these are people. No one, more than 20% of people should have enjoyed Ana de Armas' tits.
They didn't enjoy it enough. It wasn't enough to save the movie. What's the critic consensus? Did you already read that? No.
Knock Knock brings a lot of talent
So
to
much
bear on
talent.
its satirical approach to torture horror. It's not really torture horror, sort of. But not effectively enough to overcome its repetitive story and misguidedly campy tone. It's very campy, doesn't have a story. And
So Eli Roth
it's
sucks.
not really torture horror. Like Hostel. Like Hostel's torture horror.
But Eli Roth is just he's a hack.
Yes, Eli
So they've
Roth.
always said, and this just kind of furthers that point that he's a hack.
Yeah. So I would watch it just for Ana de Armas, and that's what I did.
And
so
there's Noob, and here's a request from the chat. Oh, there it is.
What? God damn it. Stop with this shit. She's so ugly.
No. What if? Oh man, I think Scott's got some Photoshop work to work on.
Yep. I have
I think I have an idea.
a new project.
Christ. All right. Well, I think that's it for tonight.
I think that wraps it up. I hope that we were able to provide a much needed distraction for everyone today. So take it away, Scott.
And if you like what you heard here tonight, head on over to Instagram at ork_u. Check us out on facebook.com/ourreviewswillkillyou. We are on YouTube at ourreviewswillkillyou, youtube.com/ourreviewswillkillyou. And of course, go to the store at ourreviewswillkillyou.com/store for all of our latest and greatest products. Of course, if you're not watching us on YouTube, you can listen to us on Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes, and all the other fun stuff there. Go to ourreviewswillkillyou.com/links to find all the good places to find us there. All right, I'm good.
All right, the hugest places. Remember, Noob did say that if you send us, I guess, a picture of you or someone that you care about wearing one of our new fancy shirts, and just remember, those shirts are pretty amazing.
Yes, thank you.
These are some
Jaybird, Google
original
Play is no
designs.
more. We are now on, is it Amazon Music or something? Amazon Podcast or something?
If there's a place to get a podcast, you could hear.
Yeah, I forget. I did all the work. We are there. I forget what it is now. But yeah, we're over there now. Whatever Google Play turned into.
Send us a picture of you in our shirt, and you get a free ticket for a giveaway, is essentially what happens.
Yes, he will give away one of his next movie giveaways. You will get that prize. No competition, we promise. So be sure to share. That's how we grow this thing. You know, we've seen we could definitely use a little help on YouTube. So be sure to share, like, comment, subscribe.
We do this for free. We do it because we love to. We do it because we love having you guys with us. But it does help if you head to the store, check out our stuff. We have some fun merch there, some shirts, some weird stuff. Support us that way. That is going to help us big time. And, you know, we're now putting a lot of effort into making some cool shirts for you guys to wear. Definitely, you know, go check out ourreviewswillkillyou.com/store to, you know, help us out there as much as you can.
Yes, and thank you so much to all of our listeners, not just YouTube, not just Google Play, which is gone, everywhere. We love our audio listeners. We love our podcast listeners. And we couldn't be doing it without you guys. We're very happy to continue to bring this to you for free. We promise we will not forget your coupons. Absolutely will not forget. OrkU always comes through on his promises. So from all of us here at Our Reviews Will Kill You, to all of y'all at home, we love y'all, and on to the next one.